This is going to be a short ass video because I've already looked into this before. But the question that we're asking today is race real? Now, that sounds like a dumb question at first because what do you mean is race real? Clearly it's real. There's black people and there's white people. Of course it's real, right? Well, not exactly. The reason you think race is real is because you've misunderstood the definition of race. So how is a race defined? Race: a group of people identified as distinct from other groups because of supposed physical or genetic traits shared by the group. Most biologists and anthropologists do not recognize race as a biologically valid classification, in part because there is more genetic variation within groups than between them. So is race real? Yes, but not as you know it. It has nothing specifically to do with skin colour, and there's so much genetic variation between people even of the same skin colour or nationality that to take in their skin colour or nationality as a reason to separate by the definition of race wouldn't really make logical sense, because I don't separate myself from gingers and say they're a different race, they're a whole different group. It's like, no, it's just a person with different hair colour. Now, does that mean we have to go all SJW about it? Fuck no. Words can change definition. If the definition does get changed, then this video would be nullified. But currently, the commonly accepted definition by most dictionaries is something analogous of the definition I just said. And of course, dictionaries are not the arbiter of what words mean, as words are a human concept and they can really mean whatever you want them to mean. The point of language is to communicate efficiently among our species, and so dictionaries are a good indicator of how we define the language we use among ourselves as a group, since we do operate in large societies. So it doesn't really work well if we're all talking but saying completely different things, which is why we look to dictionaries for a generalized definition that can work among everyone. And the reason that I think this question is good to answer is because using the idea of race to separate people based on the colour of their skin, it gives this idea that humans differ between their race. You know, that's their race of people, right? It's like, no, it's just a human with a different coloured skin. It's no different from someone whose hair colour is different, whose eye colour is different, and most people in the West at least know this, but I think there's still some underlying division in terms of how we perceive each other, and maybe I'm wrong, but regardless of whether that's true or not, it's still a good thing to put out the facts of the situation, which is that race as you think it does not exist.